What's going on, everyone? My name is Trey Overlord, or Ship My Way. I'm here today, well, back on my old computer, gonna show you what is here that we have so far. And I gotta make sure this is all muted so we won't get copyright noise, copyright infringement, or copyright strike on our channel. So what I'm gonna show you is the official Call of Duty Infinite Warfare reveal trailer, which was surprisingly noticeably that I missed it earlier. I fell asleep immediately, but enough talking. I'm not gonna show you the actual trailer, but for you to see the actual trailer, you might want to go to the link I'm going to send you in the description below, because I cannot show you or like give you the audio of the trailer itself. We're going to do just a breakdown of what we saw in the trailer. So enough wasting time and minutes. Let's see how many minutes we have. Forgot. All right, let's get started about what we have so far. So yeah, maintain content improving for tuning. Yes, RB information. Let's see what we have here. And all of a sudden it begins with the camera saying, "Oh, look at the futuristic city." Let's go back right there. Really, real quick. We're just gonna go real quick about what we saw and see the city right here. This is like insane. I have no idea what the city will be taking place from, but this really looks exciting. So yeah, now we get the ships, and let me just go a little bit back there. See what we have here real quick. And yeah, like a blurred version of the ship. It's gonna be like the spaceships that you're gonna be able to fly around here. It's also like the ship as well here. Two, this is kind of big, and they also have a minigun down there, if you can see. So if you've seen him, most player, this is the ship that's gonna be having like a minigun there. I bet these gonna have included, and yeah, they're gonna be flying around as well too. So moving on there, see what we can catch. And let me stop there. One second, I know you see a gun there, but before we can get to there, we see some futuristic weapons. This might be, I don't want to end up saying an ACR or a KSG, but this, however, was surprisingly cool. It is blurred out, but we're gonna get to weapons in just a second. But let's go back to that scene. See, so they're landing off, and there goes my phone. And I think we saw a little bit of face. You might think it's robots. I think it's not. But there goes the gun again. Looks really awesome and cool. These are like weapons, futuristic weapons that we've never seen in real life. But these suits and helmets, what we have here, are actually the ones that we're probably gonna see once we get the campaign. And most majority of this video is of the trailer was in the campaign itself. So yeah, you got fully armored or fully suited soldiers that just drop down, and it's gonna be like the enemy team. It's what they are known as STF. That's what they meant to say. And this, I think, that's why I look in French. And this is where they like take a minigun and start killing everyone, and it's like surprisingly depressing. Like all the ships going out, boom, boom, boom. Like then next thing you know, like all the smoke there, and there's a big explosion. Then no signal pops up. So, produced by Infinity Ward. What we have here is like I don't want to say a nuclear blast out right there, but it's like the smoke, all the clouds and debris out there, and people are just coughing, struggling to get out there, and or in other words, dying in there. That's really surprisingly insane. I want to see something that will be referred from Black Ops 3, like something that will be twisted or something that will keep you catching going to play this game. But another thing also includes that this guy, well, moving on to this guy running by. And this one, however, can we pause this, please? And this one, however, we get the first view of one of the characters. It's a lady. Let me just let the contrast a little bit get up higher, or get off the fade up, let it fade in already. So first weapons that we see here is like one of the weapons. It looks like a upgraded or futuristic P90, or a futuristic racerback as we see in Black Ops 3, or should we say a tar accent? I'm sweating like bullets right now. So it looks like a really nice weapon that we have here. Like I said, not in real life, but they're made up weapons, futuristic by the way, because they're all taking place in different games. And you'll see like a flag here. I forgot. I can't even see. I mean, I can see, but I don't exactly know what this flag is representing to. I mean, it has to be representing country, but we'll figure out that one. And this one, this is the robot. I don't know if these robots are gonna be AI controlled or already controlled, like AI controlled and also manually controlled as well too. So that means that's in they control themselves, I meant to say. So moving on to what we have here, and this is like the blast out, like already fire. This is already the first characters, by the way. And this one is like in really bad shape, like he's trying to come in, and next thing you know, like going down. And this one, I think, should we say, trench warfare, somewhat trench warfare, if I should say. They're trying to get out there, down here, and survive, already carrying another person, and I think this is one of the pilots there. I think she's supposed to be the pilot. I mean, this one. Yeah, this one's supposed to be the pilot, and their character might be the pilot too, possibly, or something else. Well, I'll discuss that a little bit later. This one might be the pilot. This one might be a soldier as well too. So yeah, they're trying to show survive. This is like the shelter that they're trying to go through. And let me just stop you right there real quick before I even get there. So let's go a little bit far back and show you this thing a little bit get all brighter. This might be the jetpack that you might be wondering. And I was gonna make a video saying we might not see boost jumps or thrust jumps if you play Black Ops 3. Boost jumps if you play Advanced Warfare, which I know you don't play. But this might be surprisingly entertaining. So this is what we see as a jetpack. And now we're getting the view of all these spaceships. Actually, these warships, spaceships, and other ships are flying around here. They're all part of SDF, but we have one of them as referred as the Retribution, and we possibly have the enemy one that you're bored out into, which would be the Jackal, which I'll show you, possibly show you soon. So next one we gotta see the ships. This one is flying around, and I hope I don't interrupt you for just a second. I do like the contrast if we can get there. Let's go back a little bit, a few seconds there, and show you like the contrast of there. Like you see green, you see a little bit of blue, bluish, whitish, some lights in there, some blue lights in there, white lights, and green, and some terrain in there. That's really nice and include. I do like the debris in there. This is like also one of the few peaks of the first person, and this one gets in bad shape. Let's go back to a little bit right here. This one is camera close up. This is a gun, and how he shot it was like, I don't know, like how he shot this gun. It was like it looked like, I don't want to say semi-automatic, it looked like automatic, and this may look like an SMG, but he is holstering. I mean, he used to holster the gun, but now he's holding the gun, so we can't exactly say what this is or if this is an SMG or a assault rifle. Matter of fact, a sniper rifle, if I should put in, because sometimes sniper rifles may come in different sizes and shapes for now. That's really weird for me to experience. So moving on, a lot of green. They're bringing some green. In Ghost, you didn't see that much green, or well, actually, that much contrast or different colors. It's just come on, bland and nasty and nothing. This may look completely insane. And by the way, this is like another peek of the first person. This one, however the case, you probably get a notice of what this guy is doing. This is a gun that we have here, and this person looking at us saying, "What are you doing, man?" But this is like another way of saying we get to feel the actual first person and the iron sights of this weapon. This might look like the Razorback or a Honey Badger, but this is surprisingly like a peek of it. This one might get shot of the same gun once again, where he's shooting at, and this one get wrecked. And let's go back. Let me see if we can go a little back there. I wanted to see something real quick. And yeah, look all the fire rate, the fire going off right there because the bullets trying to fly through. I do like the explosions right there. They're really entertaining. Well, I mean, they are bringing some contrast back up into Infinity Ward's Call of Duty game. And this one, however, was very surprisingly crazy to look at. Well, let's see. Let me see what we can find back here. So, yeah, and there goes another ship. There goes another person shooting a gun. Well, actually, a weapon with grenades and stuff. I mean, these might be facing robots and humans itself. Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, now, you do not see anyone jumping up that high. Let's see if we can see anyone else. No, you don't. But you see a person thrust jumping, possibly just thrust jumping because they're not using actual suits, but thrust jumping from a different direction. I'm going to show you the peek again, like 2 seconds earlier. Let's see if we can get to 56 seconds. And let's give you a little pick. See what? See? What we have here is like some person trying to rush on. How many seconds we have left? Sorry, too much of that moment going on here. But what we have here is someone trying to thrust jump this high. We don't know exactly if there's going to be thrust jumps into the game. Maybe, maybe not. Or it's a way it could be possible. We know we've seen this in the campaign. However, for multiplayer, it's anything, any goal, any route they want Infinity War to take. Actually, Infinity War can take any route to take the multiplayer into. Where it could be thrust jumps or normal ground patrolled warfare in there. And yes, this is like it's saying they got all contrast kicking in. Some parts you might not be able to see, but this was very exciting. The lighting was like really good from my perspective. I hope it doesn't turn out to be that bad when we get the game, but you might see something surprisingly at the end of the video. So this one I'm just gonna keep on pausing a little bit, see what we have here. And this where this guy throws a grenade. We do get a few of what this dude was looking. First off, let's get a little bit of a second there. So you see like the helmets and also like some of the armor they be using in the campaign, and also the helmet as well if you already know this. But the weapon that this guy's blocking, but the armor is like surprisingly different because I'm gonna bring up an image sooner in later video about this. But this is where you see the SDF, and this is where the enemy side of the group is defeating, trying to gain control or take over because they are gonna want power, patriotism, if I should say. I'll probably have to leave a video or something or in the description below about what the SDF is about, as in the unlisted video if possible if I can find, or the other team video as well. So this is what the mech suit will look like, and this is very cool, especially with the grenade. I can't give you the audio version of the grenade, so it might lead you to the Dead Valley Space Oddity. Yes, Space Oddity was listed in the video. So this is what the grenade will look like and blew up. This is their variation there, and it was kind of crazy to look back. And then this is where the part where this suit gets wrecked, and this one is insane. Leave him behind. I'm surprised they even left him behind. This dude did not want to die, but at least try. But it was probably too late. Now this, I wanted Michael in the kill streaks in another video, but this ship was like surprisingly insane. They even blast around. So, oops, let me show you that ship back. Oh, I brought that video. Thank God. Alright, so yes, this is a ship that will be taking down enemies, and let's show you that ship once again. That ship is like a flying ship where you're gonna be able to take it up to space, and you're gonna see that in a few seconds or a few 1 minutes or so. That will fly up to space, but this one can also be ground controlled as well too. In which in this case, you're able to use it as air support or space support, I should say. Space support that you're able to take out enemies completely as well. But I was surprised at how this will be working out, because it reminds me of the gunship where it was used in Black Ops 2, where you're able to fly around and in the campaign, fly around with the gunship in one mission to start killing enemies off. And this was like a scary moment in my life, saying, "How do I fly this ship? Dang it!" I mean, this was surprisingly amazing. This one, electrical parts started to blow up the car, but you might be using some electric or bullet weapons where it has bullets. Some may use kinetic energy. Some may be used as electric, possibly. But moving on, where you be able to get inside to the ship, and this is where you get a big view, a nice view of the cockpit right here. Cockpit in here, which was amazingly insane. Like a nice little detailed view in the quality engine, using the cockpit itself once again from Black Ops 2 to Infinite Warfare. And what we have here is like things like where you're able to use flares over here and the warning system. So warning system will be indicated as you played. I mean, obviously you must have known Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3. Warning system where a missile is coming at you, and the flares as in where you're trying to be able to pull out the flares, as in distract the missiles, get the missiles off your tail. Now, another thing also to catch is that Sato is one of the rivals. I mean, it's one of the teams that you be playing as for right. Because SDF is the enemy, and SATO or FATO is the friendly side where you're gonna be trying to take out the SDF. So as we move on, we're gonna be able to fly off. So you're trying to say, let's go ahead, fly up to the sky and start to defeat the enemies. We're taking up to the sky. Oh my God! So this is where, and one part here, you're still seeing the ship. This is where the ship, these two ships, and I think this one might be, or we might see in the back, or must have been in the background. Let's go back a little bit a second, where you might see, if I'm right, the Jackal, no, Retribution. Retribution was listed here, if we're correct. And let's go back to where it said the UNSA. One sec. We get a peek of here. So I think you'll be able to see it. A little bit of a second. Yeah. Now this right here. This is what the Retribution ship looked like right here. This is a UNSA Retribution. See, it says right here. This is gonna be the ship they be playing on, and as well as flying these also birds or I can't describe it. Support airships as well too. But this is a UNSA Retribution ship, or should we say warship, as we or spaceship as we would usually call it. Since in the future we're dealing with high level technology that can take us up in the sky and different planets, possibly. Spoiler alert. But UNSA means United Nations Systems Alliance. I forgot to say, or I know what I forgot the S meant, but it does mean alliance for the A. So it means United Nations something alliance, United Nations Systemic or System Solar System Alliance. I forgot the name exactly, but you're able to fly this thing up to the sky and all the way straight up into space as well too. And this is a surprise for everyone. Yes, this is where we thought this might not be space warfare. Now it is. So look at this. I'm gonna pause it right here. And I'm just saying, how? Look at that. Look at that big explosion. This is what I'm saying. This one must have blasted a lot of things in here. And by the way, this is still the USATO, and this is the UNSA Retribution warship that we have here. And they blasted with some sort of bomb to destroy some sort of ships, which might be referred to as the SCF warships. I think we might be able to see the Jackal, or might have to take flight in Jackal soon. So I hope we kind of caught that ship. This were again the load the airship as well too. So kind of really starting and surprising, which you're able to fly with some Star Fox combat, or should we say some Call of Duty space warfare combat to go through, which in this case you're shooting up your other planes as well to take out the enemies as well too. And this one I'm just getting surprised. And this is where we get all surprised saying, what in the world is all this going through? So we're gonna keep moving on real quick, and we're gonna have to get to this video immediately, quick by, real fast as well too. Oh, we missed the part right here. Let me just get there real fast. And so yeah, you're able to fly up into some sort of debris, which is amazing. You get a view of the sun, awesome. But this is where we have some sort of landing site or a landing ship where you might be on some sort of planet or asteroid, possibly asteroid, to take place and say, hey, you know what, let's go on the asteroid. This might be one of the space stations that you might have to go through to end up defeating enemies, and this was surprisingly insane. This, however the case, might be some sort of another planet that we might be going through. Maybe not. I am not the type of person that is astrology or person that knows how space and science and space is what I should say. But we might be able to play in a different, or we might be sure that we might be able to play in another planet. For multiplayer, I have no idea. I seriously have no idea. Now, I have no idea if this is the Jackal, but I was surprised to even see what this was. Every time I had to look at this video 10 times to see, what is this? So, we have here Space Combat, and this might be another planet I'm going to be going through. Hello, we got that lady again, and let's go back to the part where she was looking at this. This might be, I don't want to refer to Advanced Warfare, a kinetic energy. It might be an electric weapon. This has some sort of canister to go through. It has some power, or this might be some sort of light being reflected by over here. But this might be some sort of kinetic energy or directed energy weapon. It has some sort of energy involved in there. It might be wrong, but it's too much too close to call out. How many seconds we have here? We have 90 minutes. Let's get by real fast. And this lady might be part of something. Now, ground. Don't know how to describe this one, but they're trying to struggle to get this person back, and we have dead bodies or some sort of decomposing bodies in space. I don't know how that will work out, but it's really surprisingly insane. Now, this one I got my major eye on. We already talked about jetpacks, or should we say thrust jumps. We already talked about the weapons. I think we talked about another major part somewhere in the video. But another thing is that we have a lab and a robot here. I have to talk about robot warfare. I was talking about robot warfare a little bits and pieces in earlier in the video, and this might be one of them. So you might be dealing with an AA, or should we say anti-air or anti-tank. This one might be a tab or tank, or as we say in Battlefield 4, one of the possibly labs that you be in. And I was surprised if this might be a lab or not. Lab LAV, if you want to know. But as you see here, this is a robot, or should we say AI or manual control robot, trying to take out this tank, or should we say lab here, that's trying to destroy it. I don't know how that would be possible. And this one, you have the grappling. I'll show you once again about what was this. Let me get that peek again. Let me get that peek. Back to the lab, man. This is the grappling hook that you'll be using as you see from Advanced Warfare into Infinite Warfare, as in where you're pulling this guy in, and all of a sudden, if you must punch or rip his head off, there's gonna be some sort of gas or air leaking out of his helmet. I'm gonna show you right here. This is where you're pulling him off, and all of a sudden, look at this. His helmet came off. We thought his head came off, but it's the air that came out of his helmet which made him gonna lose his air. He didn't die, but he's about to die. Now, some sort of gas combustion, and again, jetpack source, you say some sort of backpack that you have back here, which you have lights control. And this one, well, actually, first of all, this one might be a little bit familiar, but I kind of know two characters so far in this video. Let me just bring up my computer real quick to show you what I might be referring to. So, first off, I might be referring to as this guy. I might be referring to one of them as this guy. I have no exact idea. So if I bring him up, possibly like this, and show you the actual YouTube, I want to see. I want to see if you guys can compare with these guys. Like, let me just get the full image. Possibly. Not to be homo or not to be gay. I don't have a crush or anything. Just trying to give you like a point to see if you can tell. And this might be the guy. I mean, it looked like him. It might look like him. I mean, who does not think that? But he has a British patch on here on his armor, on his suit, referring to as he's part of the United Kingdom, or should you say the British Allies, possibly. We don't want to say that, but it might be Don Chenlo in Infinite Warfare. I don't exactly know exactly. I mean, that could be one, or my next has to be will be him, and maybe not. Let me try to give you the YouTube again. The player again to see if this is correct. I mean, maybe not, but I don't exactly know. This may be Don Chantel, or someone else. Because even though in Advanced Warfare we saw someone that looked like this, it may be a different actor or a different character involved in Infinite Warfare. No, maybe no crossover, but it's something interesting to get your eye going. So, and as soon as you get closer, you'll be like, wait a minute, is this something different? Maybe, maybe not. I have no idea. So, this robot, and I mean the robot warfare back and forth, where robots might be able to take out enemies and might turn on you somewhat. But this one's trying to help this guy trying to get into the ship. This might be the Jackal, and this is going to want once where they try to help you out. However, the case, this guy almost died in there because this is where the robots rely on humans to pull them in to not die. And however, the case, this one is where the enemy robots might be trying to destroy you, where you might be dealing with robot on human combat or robot on robot combat sooner or later. So this one of those heavy robot suits or those mech suits that these robots might be controlling, and you might be dealing with as in like a SAM turret. Let's go back to that picture again, where you might not this one, where it might be, and this is the UNSA type robot that you'd be dealing with, because they are the ones that are anti-air. This might be one of the anti-air suits, robots that might be helping you guys out with. And this is a character. And let me just bring up another thing to involve in here as well too. I hope I don't. What's her name? Here we go. Don't want to bring up any porno in here. It might be because I don't want to get a copyright or get this video banned on YouTube. I hope I got the name right. It might be her. It might be her a little bit. I don't think so. I don't think. I bet you guys are saying no. But this one is looking at all the names in there. It's like very sad, depressed. No, not. I don't want to say depressed, but very down and wants payback on the guys that took out these soldiers completely. I mean, this might be one of the head or the leaders or the CO as they call it in the military, aka commanding officers for one of the groups in the SATO field. And as we get too far into the trailer, this is what we see. This is what is very awesome to be surprised about. Look at the time. Let me give you like about 5 minutes left. So Saturn here. We don't know what planet this is, but you're seeing Saturn, the Sun, and Saturn. What kind of planet is this? This is something surprisingly awesome. You have to be able to look at it because this is amazing to try out. Okay, and it's where you see the ship coming in, and all of a sudden get the real black smoke cooking, and Infinite Warfare already kicked in. Now let's skip to the really part here. It comes out on November 4th, 2014. If I can look on what day the month in November would that be, that'll be listed as a Friday. Now I know we are dealing with this the first week of November. Whew! Every time Call of Duty comes out, but this is like slightly the first week. It's not even exactly the first week of November, because this is where the first week of November is, which will be year to 6th, so it'll be the 8th or the 11th. So I'm guessing every time Call of Duty comes out, it'll be on the 4th. Weird. So let's get straight into what we have here. Infinite Warfare, November 4th. So, yep, spoiler alert. Now let me go into a little bit of 5 minutes of the graphics right here. This is where I'm saying it looks a little bit detailed in about what we have here. And yes, this is Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 1 or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. This is something a little bit detailed. I do like some of the detailed effects in here. They don't give you like too much of the weapon combat and something else in here. But as we go progress into the detailing of the face, it's okay so far. There's smoking a little bit in there. But a little bit farther is where we see, as in, if you already know or you have not played Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, this is John Price, aka Captain Price. And this is what amazes everyone. So as we get there, this is what the ship, this is where we play the mission. The first or second mission, aka the Berlin Strait. This is the second mission, as we played before. This is the Berlin Strait. I forgot what mission name was. But this is where you have combat. I think this we have gas here. And this is where you're playing the ship and you're able to combat. And drop down. I do like how they have some background shading and stuff. There's some lighting in here, making some color correction in there somewhat. And very surprisingly awesome. I do like the tank. And let's get back here. A little bit back here. A little back here. Little bit back here. Little bit back here. Once again, you get a little glimpse and a tiny glimpse of the shotgun called the wasn't the Winchester 1200 or the W1200 or the 1200. This is what the shotgun will look like. You have another glimpse if I can get there. This might be the M4A1 or the M4 Carbine, if I'm correct. With the suppressor, it is listed as a SOP mod, or should we say the SOP mod. And you have here the glimpse of the M1 Abrams tank as well. I do like a little bit of detail in this remastered version. It looks pretty nice, by the way, if I can tell a little bit, but it can do a little bit better, especially with hitting explosion. Slightly in there, and wait, what do we have here? What the heck do we have here? A little bit of 7 seconds. What was it? I think it wasn't there. I don't know. I think it was the MP5 that we saw in there. You got the ships coming in, and all of a sudden the helicopter was kicking in, and whoa, that's some combat right here. And wait a minute, what was that? What was that? We had a glimpse of the light. Try and get that glimpse of the light. Come on, get that in. Let's see. I think it's too dark to even see anyway. You got that actual vision of night vision, and it's the next generation version in Modern Warfare, not Advanced Warfare, of the AK-47. If you're gonna say that I'm wrong, that's not it. So this is what we thought it was gonna fire, and this was amazingly awesome. So I'll show you that a little bit picture of those glimpses again if you want to catch on there. If you probably want to see what we had here. And night vision, yeah, night vision's gonna be there too. So let's give you a glimpse of what we had here. Let's take off the monitor capture. I mean the video capture device. And let's show you what we have here. We have the $79.99 shipping rate price, if I should say. You will be able to get the Infinite Warfare game, the full game, in here for the Legacy Edition. Pre-order Legacy Edition of the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which is honestly crazy. And you'll be able to get a bonus of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 remastered for next generation consoles. I'm going to elaborate a little bit more about Modern Warfare Remastered in another video, because it's going to be like a hot topic that we'll be discussing, obviously. But this is going to be for good for download, and I think as a full game, you might be able to get the download. If you pre-order it on PlayStation, as I usually would like to do, you might be able to get the might be able to get still the Modern Warfare download as well too. As in, you're able to download it, Infinite Warfare, but Legacy Edition or Digital Legacy Edition, I mean, you might be able to download it, download Modern Warfare Remastered from there as well too. So, Legacy Edition might include Digital Legacy Edition, Digital Deluxe Edition, another edition I don't think I can get that right correctly. So there's gonna be a few editions that they'll include for you to get the Modern Warfare Remastered, especially one where they have the season pass as well to include on here. So that's like a little bit of a video hot topic to go through. Whew, there's a lot of things to include on here. So yeah, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is gonna be coming out on the 4th of November, which will be on a Friday. That's the same Friday that we had Black Ops 3 coming out on. I think Call of Duty is trying to come out on Friday now. They're tired of going on Tuesday, so they're deciding to, hey, you know what? It's gonna be on Friday. Oh wait, get this, November 4th, 16th, Call of Duty 4. Anyone familiar with this? Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. November 4th means Call of Duty Modern Warfare. If you already don't know, I think I should probably elaborate on why it's coming out on Friday, November 4th, because November 4th means Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Obviously, I don't know. I'm gonna give you some more details about this. So, yeah, Infinity War has like a new picture, and they're trying to make this game really anticipated and more in touch. I wonder how this game will turn out, and I also wonder that they'll include better kill streaks, especially with Modern Warfare. We possibly will know it might have the same kill streaks as before. However, they might change it, unless they change it up. That's really too far for me to even say they'll change the kill streaks up in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We know that's gonna be the same kill streaks, but that's a little bit too close to say early in May. Too far. Not even E3 yet. But anyway, guys, let's get off the topic right here. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. This was not a live stream. We were trying to record this full-time live time in a way. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing a raw copy of me recording this video. So anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button if I am correct. Oh wow, forgot the camera. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, then don't forget to hit that like button. Yes, I think it's down here if I am looking at it right. I'm looking at the mirror reflection. Yeah, down here. So yes, it's gonna be down here to hit that like button. If you know what channel want to see more Call of Duty content, especially we're gonna have more news in detail. We're gonna upload some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 or Call of Duty content once a day, which will be this week only, from Monday to Tuesday into next week, from this Monday to next Monday. So if you want to see more content like Call of Duty on my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well too. If you want to see more Destiny, some Destiny, some GTA 5, I'm gonna bring some GTA 5 this week as well. Some Warframe. I'm gonna bring Warframe in here and other content as well, like Need for Speed. Then hit the subscribe button, and I will see all of you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. I like you all. Infinite Warfare is coming on November 4th, which is on a Friday for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And remember to stay frosty.